So there's been a lot of arguments over the Little Mermaid uh, reboot starring what's her name? I forgot her name. God, I hate this website. I think I've been on this website before. Shit. Damn, what the fuck is her name? Oh, Haley Berry. Uh, Haley Bailey. Yes. So there's been a lot of discussions on how serious should representation matter, and for the most part, when it comes to this Little Mermaid topic, black men have been out of the way. We critiqued it a little bit, but we really didn't see it that far because we already knew that it really didn't have anything to do with us, and we knew that from the jump. Because while little black girls are saying that they see themselves in her, we already knew that hey, black men ain't gonna be shit. We already knew we're either ain't gonna be shit or we invisible. And with pictures, we are in the release of the cast. We already knew that the prince wasn't going to be black, and no surprise, it's going to be a white boy, and they're taking a very unique spin from the traditional Little Mermaid, little tale or whatever. And so in this version, Haley Ariel is supposed to be this kind of adventurous, independent woman. So they're gonna try to push IR dating and independence at the same time. So I'm kind of wondering where this will all go. But I can say I don't see it going anywhere to where it's going to inspire interracial dating. I mean, yeah, we get our seasonal white boys that come in and pretend that they're taking all the good black women or whatever. But it never stuck. It never stayed. The attention never stayed. So I'm kind of wondering what they expect from these polar opposite, you know, populations, to where you have, white men who are mad and angry against this for the most part because they're sick and tired of diversity politics. They're tired of token heroes. They're tired of so-called blackwashing or black-facing white characters. And you have black women who are trying to reclaim their childhood by, making every new show about diversity and token black womanhood and how, black women go through this unique frustration of being the token black person, being smart and educated, being leaders, and practically being absent of men. So we're gonna look at what if I can find it. I think it's IMDb. So we're gonna see if I can find the synopsis of the Little Mermaid. Here we go. And don't ask, because I have no interest in seeing this bullshit movie. Okay, I'll be honest. I haven't seen this one. I thought I guess this was the Super Bowl trailer. I thought it was just her singing, and that was it. But I guess there's actual trailer. Okay.
drowning. I had to save him. This obsession with humans has to stop. I just want to know more.
All right, now you guys are probably confused. Like, okay, what the fuck? How the hell is she black, but she has a white father? Oh, okay. So, oh wow, the popularity went hella. They really do not like this. That's why I'm kind of curious on how this movie will turn out, because I don't know if it'll bomb. Like, it's projected to bomb, but with black girls, fighting for representation, I'm kind of wondering if it will be strong enough to make it a hit, or just to make it somewhat profitable. So I'm kind of like, really, I don't know where this one's gonna go. Wow, it's like it's almost just absent of black men. Yeah, there's like one black guy. Two. Is he black? I don't know. Yeah, okay, two. Yeah, this is a very interesting cast. That's why I was just kind of wondering, like, why were they? It's not that diverse as people wanted to claim that it is. No, this is so from what I remember, I don't know where I found it. Where's the synopsis page? Okay. All right, fuck it. So, technically, Ariel's biracial. She's not black. Her father is white. Her mother is played by an African dark-skinned woman. So, technically, Ariel is actually biracial. Not black, per se. I kind of wonder if they're going to address the fact that she's black or, not white. Because, honestly, the time frame would be the 1500s. Now, if Ariel was white, there wouldn't be any questions. There wouldn't be like, oh, this, they wouldn't treat her different other than, oh, she's a mermaid. She's not really human. But now Ariel's biracial, and it's like, oh, she's black, and she's also not human. Just like we see black people as not human. So this kind of double negative. I wonder if race will play into it a little bit. Maybe, maybe not. I think they will try to avoid it as much as possible. I think there will be soft hints. But again, with the time frame, it just looks weird. Even from a black aesthetics, I hate using that word. It just looks weird. It just because if I look at this with like zero context, I would think that this is a fantasy like slave flick. Like I really don't even know I wouldn't even know what the fuck's going on. kind of curious where they're gonna go with this one, because it. Granted, I'm not gonna see it. I'm just gonna be there for the critiques and shit. But I really want to know where they're gonna go with this, because it's like it's about interracial love and white boys. Let's just be honest with you. It hasn't been a good decade for white boys. Let's just be honest with you. Ever since Trump got elected to now, and all these draconian laws and police state, I don't know what. I really don't understand the casting in this one, or just the logic. But I understand they're just going off of fantasy. They really are just saying, if you can play the role, you can play the role. On paper, that's what they mean. But realistically, they know what the fuck they're doing. And it really doesn't, aesthetically, it just doesn't look good. It looks really slavish. And I don't understand the appeasal that black women need to go to these white boys where they really don't even like them. It's almost as bad as just realizing that black women really have nowhere to go. And I think that's why I read somewhere that this Little Mermaid character, or reversion, is independent. Let me see if I can find it. The fuck? So yeah, if she desires her own independence, which really isn't that much new or different from the original one, but again, it just doesn't. I just don't know where they're gonna go with this. It really, because I don't really see it projecting to be a hit. It's gonna be a lot of backlash, but then again, realistically, the audience isn't for older white men. But I'm also not seeing a lot of interest with white girls. I'm not seeing a lot of interest with white boys, especially. And I'm wondering, like, really, is the conversation really going to happen to where they're going to talk about interracial relationships and the compatibility? But then they also have to talk about, hey, how come Jonathan Majors can't date a white woman, but you can depict Halle Berry dating a white man, and there's no backlash. There's not even any backlash on why the prince isn't even black. And this is just supposed to be a Disney fantasy world, to where slavery literally doesn't have to exist in this world, truth be told. It's supposed to be a fantasy world. So why is there just the movie, like, really, in the trailer alone, and in the full trailer, the best you got is a black man who's a crab. So, is there really any representation? You're not seeing a black family that you guys have been crying about. Like, oh, we need to see more stable black families on TV and shit. And, well, the thing is, if you want to see that, you need to have black men. So where's the riot? I'm not seeing. Actually, I'm surprised. Really, there's nobody. The Root, the Griot, Huffington Post, Black, Smart Bros. Like, no one has made articles about, hey, where are the black male characters at in this world? Where are the black men? How come there was no talks of a black prince? How come we're always invisible? How come black boys are always invisible and non-existent in these Disney princess movies? You know, they're now giving you the chance to. They're now giving black women the chance to be to be princesses, and you know, at least give them a chance to be the face of beauty or whatever. Even though most people find Haley Berry and even her sister to be quite unattractive, to be honest with you, it's just that they just push a lot of sex in your face, and you're kind of just baited to be like, okay. But you know, truthfully, them chicks aren't even really that talented. I really don't see any talent with this chick. My bad. I was just looking at this shit. You know, I might make a video on this Meg Thee Stallion, you know, butt touching shit versus what's his name? Um, Jalen Rose, who was hugging on a black female reporter, and she's bitching and moaning about how he touched her armpit, like, and you know the bitch was nowhere, even his hand was nowhere near her armpit. Ah, damn! I forgot why I even grabbed this fucking phone. Yeah, but it's like I'm pretty sure this movie's gonna flop hard. I really don't see where it's gonna go or how they're really, because it really is getting a lot of shit. I mean, this thumbnail is really fucked up, but I think they're just gonna use it as a little diversity tool. It's a little litmus test to see, like, okay, what happens if we just only target one demographic, literally one demographic? Could that save a film? A movie that is so respected, a story that's gonna be so respected to be rebooted to a movie in a time where reboots are heavily hated and badly cast, and top that off with diversity hiring. Could this movie stand alone with just a black female audience? And I don't even know. The last time Disney even tested that shit, especially for a black female audience, was A Wrinkle in Time. And the movie did so poorly because they thought, like, okay, well, they're gonna run it the same time as Black Panther, and people were watching Black Panther. The first one was like 4 times, and the thing was, nobody was watching A Wrinkle in Time, and it got so bad that no black people were watching A Wrinkle in Time that Ava DuVernay ended up paying elementary school girls to go watch the movie for free. It got that bad. So I don't think it would be that bad compared to A Wrinkle in Time, but I don't think this movie will do well. This movie is going to be heavily hated amongst white men or white critics, but again, all interracial relationships, especially with black women and white men, especially in this era of this era of this era of MGTOW, men going their own way, red pill, black pill. Is you already kind of know that they're really not even trying to hear this shit. They're not. Everybody kind of got the memo. Like, hey, don't fuck with black girls. Don't fuck with them. They're in their own box. They're in their own category. Don't mess with. If black guys ain't touching it, I ain't touching it. So it's really gonna. I think that if they probably should have just went with a Latina, with an Anglo name, it probably would have went better. But this one, it's not. This one's. But black folks want to bait themselves to watch it just to show support. But my thing was that I would have supported the movie regardless of the casting. Well, not really totally regardless of the casting, but if they had a black prince, I'm just not understanding diversity hiring. And then when it comes to black men or black boys, all of a sudden we're nowhere to be fucking found. But you know where to find us for Disney's little bullshit basketball movies. You know where to find us for that bullshit. You know where to find us for these little hood movies or these soft hood movies that Disney has been making. There was one that really ticked me off. I don't know if I did a video on it. I'm trying to remember. But it was one. It was one with it's a modern day Brooklyn Cinderella movie, but the thing is they role reversed it to where Cinderella is a black boy, and it's about a girl who is a black boy who's a shoe collector, and the black girl is like a 16-year-old business executive. Like, how the fuck is that even possible? Damn. Disney, New York. I don't know. Fuck. Let me see if I can find it. I forgot what it was called. It was like damn, I really don't know what it was called. I don't even think it was called. I don't think it was called Cinderella. Shurella, I don't know. I don't even think. Let me see if I can find it. Sneakerella. It's a good thing. Like, one thing I do like about Facebook Messenger is that you can type in a keyword, and it will find every time you use that word in your messages. So if you forgot a movie but you was talking to your friend Jake, it will literally find it like instantly. I love that feature. Yeah, so we have this weirdo movie.
Once upon a pair of sneakers, there lived a boy who was full of creativity. You believe that sneakers are a window to the soul? If you put enough of yourself into a design, it's gonna hit.
But you know how to find black boys for this type of bullshit role, and then the nerve of it is gender reverse. You know where to find us for those bullshit movies, but when it comes to a blockbuster that you are trying to intentionally bomb, you don't know where to find us all of a sudden.
slip on that sneaker, it's my story. Possibility and opportunity can feel as far away as a castle in the clouds. Sneaker royalty. Designed for the king brand? That's my dream. We need to dominate. SneakerCon, we need something big. We need a new voice. Someone fresh.
Find a designer that speaks to you, tells a story. We'll try it out.
Now we just gotta find him. You are very talented.
I just scribble in my notebook. I'm a stock boy.
I think I hear your stepfather talking.
This is the real world, not some doodle or some nonsense you're dreaming about.
Oh, you know where to find a black dad for real. I mean, thank you. I mean, I should be grateful, but come on. With a movie like this, why was this shit even made?
And clean that up too, L.
He held tight to his dreams. And would this kingdom give him a chance?
The king's charity gala.
Yeah, design some sick pics.
There's not enough time for that.
Come on, you've got sneakers to make.
You put in the work, Al. You're ready for the big night then.
They're really treating this little boy like a little pet little girl, man. Like it, but they're picking that idea because they're already programming girls to just think that black men are just broke. They don't come from shit, and basically these are inept men who want to be who want to be princessed. Hence why they have no. When you compare that to real life, it's like now women will be like, oh, well, that's why men, or particularly black men, have no interest in being so-called real men. They have no interest in leading a household because they just want to sit back, wear tennis shoes, and have pipe dreams of one day being a millionaire overnight. A lot of these scripts come from these type of mentalities. So now the girl has to find him and serenade him to work for her company and her family, so she can make more millions, while he has to hope and dream that her grace and forgiveness of him being poor will one day elevate him to bourgeoisiness. I'm just frustrated. Like, really, they knew where to find this kid at to do this bullshit. Like, come on. Like, why couldn't it be the other way around? Though, why couldn't it have been why couldn't it be a girl doing this? Girls are into sneakers too. I mean, but again, you had to make it a black boy, and then made us look like princesses and look like we're low in the dumbs. But the black girl, she's all that, man. She's a corporate exec at 16. I'm supposed to believe that. The funny thing is, I actually know nobody who watched this bullshit movie. But again, they know where to find black boys to play princesses and shit. But you couldn't find us to be part of your diversity project for, Little Mermaid. And this is a movie that you guys want to make be a hit solely in the black community. But somehow, all we get is a token black girl who's masquerading as a biracial girl just because she's lighter skinned. So that's really all I have. Look, having a black mermaid is important for the black community, especially for black girls. But the thing is, black girls are not the community. So the thing is that for black boys, it does nothing. It does nothing for black boys because they don't see themselves, because now they have to puzzle, wonder, and question. Okay, hey, Ariel has a white dad, but she looks like a regular black girl, but her mother is dark skinned. But wait a minute, where did her mother parents come from? I didn't even see any black people in the background. So how does this one black mermaid exist? And again, this lazy assumption that uplifting black girls is going to uplift everybody, but all of a sudden, everybody doesn't think black men exist anymore. But you know, this is them always kind of making sure that we're out of the way, and we don't cause a fuss, and we're not cock blocking their ability to get white men. But they're fighting for men that really don't even want them.